Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to my apostle and elders, Great Millstone, who teach very well. Want out this truth from and salutation out there to the hopeful elect who continue to push this word in our true faith and sincerity. And also, shalom to all the men, women, and children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. And today, man, just basically getting to know what time we are in. And right now, we are in the time of war. Whether it be cyber attacks, wars against the economy, or even civil wars and wars amongst the people, man. This is the time the Lord is finna greatly reveal himself. But before he reveals himself, certain prophecies must come to pass. Let's go ahead and start off right here in the book of Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 1. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Right there. So everything has a season, man. Continuing on. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. And we're in the process of the plucking up of America, but also the planting of the nation of Israel, man. And once you pluck something up, that's a violent act. You know, you plucking up weeds out the garden. It's not like you take your time. No, you rip them motherfuckers out. And that's how the Lord is going to do with this kingdom of Esau, man. Matter of fact, I'm going to jump down to the point. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 3 and 8. It says, a time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. Yes, it's not the time to love America, man. Everybody hate this war. That's why her nickname over there in the Middle East is what? The Great Satan. The Great Adversary, man. And everybody smelling blood when it comes to the so-called white man. Everybody is ready to take this guy out, man. Because ever since he's been in power, everybody have been suffering. Because wherever way he go, death follows. It says, read this again, a time of love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. Now it says a time of war that actually put Esau on the scene. Because us who's in the know, that knows about the scripture, we know that Esau, he was blessed with the sword. That's been his MO. He don't work things out diplomatically. He don't work things out with treaties. No, he worked things out with weaponry, man. So let's get this real quick in Revelation 6 and verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, Edom, out of woman. And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. Because Esau, he's blessed with the sword, but that sword is ultimately going to be the same thing that's going to take you out, But also in the scripture says that they should kill one another. Because Esau on Esau crime is finna get ready to be heightened. Whether it be the liberals versus the conservatives, or whether it be the LGB versus the Proud Boys, man. The times that we're coming in is the times when this kingdom or this beast system is going to fall on itself, man. Let's go ahead and get the article that I have. This is an article from RTnews.com. NATO state predicts new Cold War with Russia, with hopes of a Ukrainian victory fading. Finnish Defense Minister Ahti Hakkinen foresees a long face-off against Moscow. The West does not have enough ammunition to prop up Kyiv's forces indefinitely, and without a serious boost in production, the conflict in Ukraine will likely simmer down to some kind of a new Cold War. Finnish Defense Minister Ahti Hakkinen has warned. So they telling you that, Ukraine is already getting taken out. They already divided and conquered, for lack of better words. The only thing they're doing is getting the stragglers. But it says this is going to lead to a new Cold War. Because once Russia take out Ukraine, for the lack of better words, it's just a pipeline to the rest of these NATO countries, especially the weak ones, man. Let's continue on. Ukraine summer counteroffensive ending in disaster, with Kyiv failing to recapture almost any lost territory and losing 160,000 troops. In the process, according to figures from Russia Defense Ministry, with new recruits and ammunition in short supply, Kyiv's European backers have failed to meet their own ammo pledge, with additional military aid from Washington remaining stalled by partisan gridlock. I think many Western countries were thinking that this was a short-term problem. They thought it was going to be a hit quick, even to go over in and put the guns down and they just gonna give up. No, you're not dealing with, no sand niggas. You're not dealing with people in the Congo. You could just come and take their gold and run away. You're dealing with Edomites now, man. Edomite crime is finna to be on a mass level, man. Last time Edomite crime was like this was the Civil War, World War I, World War II, but World War III is gonna show you how much Esau hate Esau. It tells you that in the book of Obadiah, thou art greatly despised. It's even Edomites that hate other Edomites, man, especially Amalek, And that's how you know through the spirit, what is in the curses, all the curses that was upon us is going to be upon you. The curses that's getting ready to be upon the Edomites is an evil eye against your brother. And that's why this kingdom is not going to stand. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. It's the book of Matthew 12, and I'm going to jump down. Matthew 12, and I'm going to start at verse 25. It says, and Yahweh shall do their thoughts, and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And this kingdom will not be able to stand the test of time. Why? Because they're divided. Some people want to go this way, some people want to go that way. Even the elites are divided, man. Believe it or not. But at the end of the day, that division is ultimately going to lead into a downfall. Verse 26, and if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? So the kingdom of Esau would not be able to stand the test of time. Why? Because it's division, Some people want to support Ukraine. Some people want to support Palestine. Some people saying, fuck both of them. Let's just look out for ourselves. At the end of the day, things are going to continue to heighten up, man. It says it's a cold war, but for the lack of better words, the Lord is going to continue to heat things up, man. Let's go ahead and go back into this article. He says, I think many Western countries were thinking that this was a short-term problem. Hakeem said earlier this week, according to Politico, many are overstimulating that the West is winning this, that Ukraine is winning. Because social media, hey, don't believe everything social media say, man. Niggas are over there getting murked. A lot of Ukrainians, all their males, continuing on. Russia has the capability and the ability to go on with this war for years. He continued, referring to Moscow's ability to manufacture arms and sign up fresh recruits, according to Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu. Russian factories are now producing 17.5 times more artillery shells than they were at the start of the conflict. So guess what? They getting ready to get their weapons of war ready. Because again, this is not just going to quiet down. Let's say if it do cool down, it's still going to heat back up, man. Because the territory that Russia captured, for the lack of better words, is going to play a major part into NATO having to get their hands dirty, man. Now, I think that the U.S. and in NATO countries, almost everyone knows that this is the end of the last 30 years since the fall of the Soviet Union. He said, now we're going into some kind of new Cold War, showing you that this Cold War is not going to be no fluke. That Cuban Missile Crisis or all that things, JFK. Hey, it's not like it's going to go back and we're going to have 40 more years of Babylon. No, this Cold War is actually going to end off with fire, man. This Cold War is actually going to end off with heat. And that's what we're waiting on, man. Let's go ahead and end off right here in the book of Isaiah. This is the book of Isaiah 9, jumping down to verse 5. It's like Isaiah 6. It's like in Isaiah 9 and 5. This book of Isaiah 9 and verse 5, it says, Salakia. There we go. Isaiah 9 and 5, it says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. What is burning and fuel of fire doing in the Old Testament? But also, that's how you know that this Cold War is going to actually end off with heat, man. Let's continue on. Let's read a little bit more on this. It says, we have to be prepared for bad news. Wars move in phases. Yes. This is going to the next phase of World War III, for the lack of better words, because World War III have already started. It's warming up into the big shebang bang, for the lack of better words. Because again, that thing with Israel and Palestine is not going to come down. It's only going to get worse. And don't be surprised if Syria and other Middle Eastern countries get involved. Don't be surprised if Russia get their hands dirty in there. Because that's Ezekiel the 38th chapter being in full effect too. How they said Russia is going to be a guard unto these other nations. Read this again. We have to be prepared for bad news. Wars move in phases, but we must stand by Ukraine in good and bad times alike. NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg said earlier this month, adding that ramping up ammunition production is of decisive importance. Yeah, so basically, man, they saying, man, we need more weapons. They basically getting our shot out there, man. They're failing, for the lack of better words. The West and the agenda that they are pushing ultimately is going to lead to destruction, because the thing that was popping a couple months ago was Ukraine. Now Israel have outshined them, and now Ukraine taking the back seat. They're not getting the aid that they're used to anymore. They're not getting the ammunition sent to them like they used to anymore. And ultimately, they're out there butt naked. But yeah, Icon, it's just a quick little video. I pray it was edifying. We give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakodash. I want to give double honors to my